Oh, here we go again. Just when we thought Meghan had finally put her podcast disaster to rest, she decides to drag us back in with yet another special episode. And guess who's making a cameo? None other than Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's mom. I mean, really? If you can't land the Queen herself, might as well settle for the royal backup, right? So, mark your calendars for June 3rd, because Meghan is about to drop this bonus episode of her tragically underwhelming podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder. Let's call it what it is, a desperate PR stunt. The podcast was supposed to be done and dusted, but suddenly there's space for a rerun featuring Tina. Convenient. Huh? It's like a season finale that fizzled out faster than a flat soda. Meghan couldn't wait to spill the tea on her Instagram story. Next week, we've got one more very special interview for you. Because nothing screams I still matter like recycling tired content and presenting it as an exciting surprise. We get it, Meghan. You're thirsting for relevance, and you're using Tina Knowles to quench that thirst. But let's be real, this isn't about Tina. It never has been. Meghan's podcast has always been more about her own ego than about elevating other women. The guests barely get a chance to speak before Meghan takes center stage to share her tales of triumph while clad in couture. It's like watching a one-woman show where the audience is forced to clap for a script that's been written solely for the star. And let's not kid ourselves, this sudden drop smells an awful lot like an unaired Season 2 episode being dumped because the show didn't get renewed. Oops. Looks like Lemonade Media woke up and realized that listeners weren't buying what Meghan was selling. The numbers tanked harder than a royal handshake at a charity event. And while Meghan is out here begging for podcast relevance, her former best friend, Serena Williams, is thriving in her own right. Serena just made an appearance on a legit cooking show called Dinner with Gavin Rossdale. You know, where the Bush frontman actually prepares a 3-course meal for celebrities while having a real conversation. Imagine that. Meghan's idea of a cooking show is more like an ego trip wrapped in forced monologues. So, let's break this down. Serena turned down Meghan's desperate culinary content but jumped at the chance to join Gavin and his roasted duck. Ouch. What does that say about their friendship? Once besties, now Serena isn't even inviting Meghan to whip up a smoothie. And here's where it gets even juicier. Rumor has it that Meghan once tried to snag Serena's Vogue cover. Some whispers even suggest she made a play for Serena's man. What kind of frenemy bingo are we playing here? Let's be honest, Serena knows the vibes. The girl group that Meghan tries to claim as her inner circle has ghosted her. No invites to the A-list events, no red carpet moments. It's giving major excommunication energy. Meghan might think she can charm her way into any space with her gift of gab, but when the glitter settles, it's all smoke and mirrors. She talks a big game, but when it comes down to it, she delivers less than microwave mac and cheese. If it weren't for Prince Harry, she'd still be hustling for reruns of Suits on a streaming service nobody remembers. So while Tina Knowles nods politely through another self-centered monologue from Meghan, Serena's out there enjoying a fabulous dinner with Gavin Rossdale and Brooke Shields, sipping wine and looking completely unbothered. Meanwhile, Meghan is left to serve lukewarm podcast leftovers that nobody asked for. It's a hot mess, and we're all just here for the drama. Let's dive deeper into this. Meghan's podcast has always felt like a platform for her to showcase her own stories rather than truly uplift other women. Each episode seems to be more about her self-aggrandizing tales than about the incredible journeys of her guests. It's honestly exhausting to listen to her rattle on about her struggles when so many of her guests have faced real challenges. And let's not forget about the timing of this whole thing. Releasing a special episode after the podcast was declared finished? That screams desperation. It's like trying to resurrect a flat tire. No amount of air is going to make it roll again. It's painfully clear that Meghan is clinging to whatever relevance she can muster, and the fact that it's all wrapped up in a recycled episode is just sad. Now, shift your focus to Serena. She's out there thriving, enjoying the spotlight and building her own empire. Meghan is stuck in the past, trying to cling to something that's clearly slipping away. The stark contrast between their trajectories is striking. Serena is inviting, warm, and fun. Meghan? She's just trying to figure out how to stay afloat. And can we talk about the way Meghan handles her guests? It's like they're props in her one-woman show. She dominates the conversation, steering it back to her own life stories at every turn. It would be one thing if she were genuinely engaging with her guests, but it often feels like they're just there to fill a quota.